welcome back to the channel. Part 3 of rebuilding this Ford F250 Super Duty. In the last video, we got the whole front end rebuilt, and this thing turned out amazing. We're super excited to be doing some more work on this thing. What we're gonna be doing in this episode is trying to get the whole interior complete. There are some airbags that blew up, the steering wheel airbag and the passenger airbag, so we're gonna have to take the whole entire dashboard apart, and we also have to replace the cracked windshield. So we're gonna be doing all that in this part. We also have a huge surprise for the interior that's gonna completely transform the inside of the truck. And it's right here in this box. So let's just check out what it is. Let's see what we got. So here it is. These are leather seats. They are direct replacements of the cloth seats that are in there now. So we got all the seats in here. We're going with leather on the interior of the truck, so it's a big change. We're gonna have to take off the cloth seats that are in there. These are factory leather seats. They are not like seat covers. So we're gonna be putting these on the seats a little bit later in this video. But first things first, we're gonna go ahead and try to take out this windshield. We already went ahead and got started on the taking out the windshield. We got this cutting rope all the way outside the on the front, all the way outside the windshield. So what we're doing is pulling this cutting rope through, and this is going to be able to cut all the seal of the windshield. We're just pulling it through. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and get this whole windshield out, and then after that we're going to start taking out this dashboard so we can get these airbags figured out. So let's do that now. Alright, so that took about 5 hours. We ended up getting the windshield taken out with the cutting rope we used, and then we went ahead and started taking apart the dashboard. And if you come over here, take a look on the inside. This thing looks crazy now. We got the whole dashboard taken out. It was super hard. There was a whole lot of bolts and wiring harnesses all the way through. And there was even a big wiring harness that went all the way down underneath here to this control module. So we had to take the seats out, unfortunately, but it's all right because we're gonna put those leather seats on eventually. But yeah, this thing looks a whole lot different without the dashboard, and we had to take out the steering wheel, the steering column and everything. Just because we have to order this whole black skin for the dashboard. Just for this one little piece up here, we have to take apart the whole dashboard and everything. So what we're gonna have to do is unbolt this from this main frame because all the bolts are from the back. So what we're gonna do tomorrow is go to the Ford dealership and order all of our parts that we need. This dashboard and then all of our airbag parts, and then we'll catch back up with you guys in a few days when we got all the parts. All right, so it's a little bit more than a few days later because we went to the Ford dealership and they told us that this exact dashboard would be $2,700 brand new, which is way too much. So we figured there'd gotta be a cheaper alternative. So we went on the internet and did some research, and we found out that for F-150, similar to your truck, they have actually like the same dashboard. So we went on eBay and found one for 400 bucks, and it's right here. We got this thing shipped in. It's a little bit different. The main difference is this glove compartment area right here. If you look on our 250 original dashboard, it comes with this little glove box. So we're not gonna have that. And also there's a small piece right here that's a little bit different on this new dashboard, but we're gonna try to cut that out and plastic weld that. So this one came with the airbag in it too. which if we would have had to buy for this one, it would have been a couple more $100. So it's a win-win situation for us. We got this for pretty cheap and we're gonna make it work. So we have to take this and swap it over to this frame underneath here. There's a big metal frame. And then after that, we gotta run all these wires back through. And then after that, we can go ahead and try to put it back in the truck. So we're gonna do that now and see how far we can get. Alrighty guys, so we actually did end up having to buy airbags. We couldn't use the other airbag because it didn't connect to the connection, but we ended up getting it all put onto the frame, this new dashboard. We did have to cut a piece of the old dashboard out right here, and we plastic welded it in because of this towing brake right here. And all of this is gonna get covered with this piece right here, so you'll never even see it, good as new. We also went ahead and swapped out this door right here so that the key works on that, and the key also works on this right here. So then we also went ahead and bolted everything back together, put all of our wiring harnesses through. So now we're ready to put this back in the truck. So we're gonna do that now and see how far we get. Alrighty, so we finally got the whole dashboard back together. It's looking brand new, no airbags blown anymore. What we had to do, I don't know if you guys just seen us, but in the video, we had to change the clock spring on the steering wheel. We also had to send out this airbag module right here. We had to send that airbag module to Safety Restore so that they can reprogram it. So that way, whenever we turn the truck back on, our new airbags don't blow up. So we went ahead and sent that out and got that back in, and also this clock spring, they recommend you change the clock spring in the steering wheel when the airbags go off. So we both did that, and we got everything back together. So now that we got the whole dashboard back together, we went ahead and connected the battery and turned on the truck to see if the airbags blew up, and they didn't blow up, so we're all good to go. So what we're gonna do now is start working on these seats. We're gonna take them out, and one by one we're gonna put the leather seats on that we got. And while we're doing that, we're gonna go ahead and call a windshield company to come replace this windshield. Let's get to work and see how much we can get done then. right, so we got one seat done. This is the driver's seat. Turned out really good. Feels good. We still have to finish up this headrest a little bit, but there are some wrinkles in it. They will go out over time. A little bit harder than we expected, but we got it done. So what we're gonna do now is finish the rest of them and see how they all turn out. All right, so we finally got the interior done after taking out the whole dashboard and fixing those airbags and then changing out the cloth seats for leather seats. And both those tasks were super time consuming and tedious, but we finally got it done. So let's show you guys the final interior. Leather seats are a big upgrade from the cloth seats. I know the camera probably doesn't do it justice, but the feel makes it feel like a more luxurious truck. It feels a lot better. So we're super excited for that.
Dashboard back together. Windshield in.
Yeah, the dashboard and the windshield, man, this thing is brand new. So even the dashboard airbag code is gone. So we're all good. Everything's back to pretty much brand new. Everything's back to OEM. We're done with the interior. So that's gonna be it for this video. We're gonna have one more video where we do some mods to the truck and finally get it out of the garage. I know everyone's sitting at home, probably wants to see this thing out of here just as bad as we do. So in the next video, we're gonna do some mods to this thing, black out the tires and the mirrors and everything else. Don't wanna say too much, but you have to stay tuned for that. And then we're finally gonna take this thing out of the garage and take it for a spin down the road and see what this thing's made of. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Hit that like button and also be sure to comment and leave your thoughts down below. See ya.